Travis Hunter says he will quit football
It's crazy.
if not a two-way player at the second level. And I think Stephen A had kind of talked about it. I'm trying to paraphrase what Stephen A said about how I think in his junior year, how much actually Travis Hunter actually played on the field. And I think he did the math or whoever helped him out. And it came out that he had been on the field an average of like 120 plays,
Yeah.
which is an absurd amount to play every single game. And the question or the issue or the problem is that there's no way that he will be able with his frame sustain that at the next level and be as effective as he can. I understand he's wired different. Did he get rid of the girlfriend or is the girlfriend still around? You know?
I highly doubt it.
Yeah. So I understand he's wired different. I understand that again, he's a unicorn, he's a generational talent, but attrition and just mechanics of you're not built to do that at the NFL level.
Yeah.
Talent, skill wise, won't question you, but physicality wise, no. These boys are drugged up on steroids and coke. They will split your ass in half.
And grown ass men.
And grown ass men pushing sled weights and hanging, pushing a sled up with 1,000 pounds and with a sled behind them. There's a different level, different caliber of player that you're going to run into. You know what I mean? You better learn how to play like Deion on the defensive side. Well, let me ask you this. The draft is next week. Where you got Travis Fall going to? You think he gets past Cleveland?
No, I think he goes 2 or 3.
2 or 3?
Depends on what Cleveland going to do. Is Cleveland going to take a DN and they're going to lock up, Abdul Carter and have Abdul Carter and Miles Garrett on both sides? That's a dangerous.
So that's enticing.
That's a dangerous. But then do you let go of a unicorn and Shador that can help you on both sides of the football? So I think he goes to the Giants. Or he goes to the Browns. One or the other.
Right.
He's not falling behind 3.
Yeah, no, I don't think. Yeah, he doesn't.
But I'm with you on this though. This is the NFL, and I think what Travis got to understand is this isn't college, not just a level of competition that going up. You're going up another tier, right? And it's not a small tier. This is like a big tier. But it's about the investment of a team that's saying, I'm going to give you this amount of money. I got to protect you from yourself. I can't expose you year in and year out to over 120 plays because the odds of you being hurt within that time frame just goes up double, right? If you played receiver, I gotta hope you make it through a 18 game season, right? You playing on both sides of the field. That's like you playing, 2 seasons in one. You're not going to last long enough for you to help us in the long run. Because eventually somebody's going to hit you like Colorado State did, and you're going to be out for a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks, or even worse. So it comes down to that investment as an ownership that will have to sit down with Travis and say, hey, I want to be able to put you in some situations and scenarios to make our team best, but your health is more important, and I can't expose you to this type of level of plays that can potentially get you hurt. But I have some packages for you offensively, some special teams. I have some places to put you where as though it can be safe and you can be explosive and show your skill set. But day in and day out, no. And then he's only going to hurt himself because they're not going to pay him for both positions.
No, I agree. No, where do you think he goes? I mean, I'm sorry, not where you think he goes. Where do you think he plays?
I think he's better at corner.
You think he's better at corner?
I think he's a better corner than he is a receiver. But I think
corners don't get paid though.
Corners don't get paid.
Yeah, corners don't get paid. I mean, they do when you're the top corner, but receivers get paid.
Yeah, I mean, you asked me what I think he's better at. I think he's a better corner that can help the team. I think receiver wise, he lives in that middle tier to potentially being excellent. You know what I'm saying? but that comes with reps. That's going to come with him being there full time. Like you're not going against these dudes that you was going against in Nebraska, or you're going against the best week in and week out.
Hmm.
I think he has the mental to get better every day, but I don't think he'd be able to do those things on both sides of the field. Just my opinion. He can shock me. If I'm an ownership, there's no way I'm exposing him that much. There's no way.
Yeah, as a top 3 pick, yeah. You can't let that guy get hurt. I think the rumor is if he goes to Cleveland, supposedly Kirk Cousins is coming to Cleveland. And then they want to pair him with Cousins.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, he's sharp enough where he can do that.
Yeah. And then he'll play receiver in Cleveland, and I'm assuming they'll have him in some packages on defense, but I think it's easier the other way around for him to play defense and then him have offensive packages.
Offensive packages, exactly.
Yeah, then playing off receiver full time and then just throwing him out there on defense.
Right. You can be a nickel, and maybe you want to be a nickel, working up slots. You know what I'm saying? But it's just the impact that you're going to go through, tackling, stuff like that, shoulder injury. I mean, just a bunch of things that you got to worry about for your star player that you don't want to expose him to. So, but listen, man, he's if anybody can do it, I think he can do it. But I wouldn't expose him to that because you're not talking about a 4-year, 2-year, 3-year career. You're talking about hopefully 10-year, 12-year. You know what I'm saying? You're looking about a longevity of a player that can play more than 10 plus years and become a Hall of Famer.